Thank you. You people are too good to me.
Is JBL hearing the same crowd I'm hearing?
You know, I've accomplished a great many things in my career. I made a fortune in the stock market. I am one of the greatest WWE champions in history. And damned if I ain't one of the most humble sons of bitches to ever set foot in a SmackDown ring.
It's all true, Cole. He is humble. You know what? You should try and be a little humble sometimes.
Oh, please.
But for all of my accomplishments, one of my absolute greatest was adding Tori Wilson to my administration. And nothing against you, Orlando, but you're my favorite acquisition.
It looks like to me you couldn't get yourself a woman without buying her contract.
That's a damn lie. Women everywhere fall at my feet. I am a wealthy man. I am a captain of industry. I am a wrestling god.
Well, if you're as great as you say you are, then how about a little match tonight? You and me for Tori's contract.
A match? With you? You've got to be kidding me. You're not in my league, son.
What a champion.
But I'll tell you what I will do. You go backstage and get one of your boyfriends to team up with you, and you can face my current administration in a match later on tonight.
Generous of JBL. I mean, you gotta admit that, Cole.
Generous? It looks to me as if JBL's ducking a direct challenge.
Handicap match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, The Undertaker. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena.
Nothing move but the money, yeah. I do what I
And the opponent
say
from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 257 pounds, Orlando Jordan.
Whenever I do something, yeah, I do it big. Being it's good, gotta be a gift and a curse because I'm feeling my best and y'all feeling the worst. Simply.
The tag team partner from Columbus, Ohio, at a combined weight of
One.
You understood Basham's a real cerebral superstar, Paul. My people tell me he's the brains of the... He slipped out of that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? He's a WWE superstar for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different.
It's Danny He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly. And there's the reversal.
You know, there's no doubt.
Nice reversal.
Looks like they got the tag, Cole. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough. Watch it, he reversed it.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole, just because it's called a finisher. Wow, great reversal. And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole, because it's sure not for personal experience, I know that.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
1.
Orlando Jordan does everything it
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
I think this may just be the calm before the storm, Taz.
1. 2.
Oh, would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
3.
Actually, I think it's great. That's not arrogance, that's confidence. Check this out.
Wow, what a tilt-the-world side slam.
You know, I know I say this a lot, Cole, but this is not ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy. Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
How about Taz should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down his broadcast partner?
Someone's going for a ride, Cole.
And it looks like it's the last ride.
And there's the tag.
He saw that one coming.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
Nice quick counter.
We've seen an excellent match so far, and it's not over yet.
Not by a long shot, Cole. And that's a good thing. I don't think we could ever get sick of watching these superstars go at it.
Me neither, partner. This one's got rematch written all over it.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches and he anticipated that move perfectly. And it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
Well, that depends, Cole. I mean, some guys, they go a little nuts at the sight of their own blood, and they become unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury.
And there's the counter, Cole. This one could still go either way, Cole.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell. I think John Cena has risen. Did they get the tag? Yes.
That was a textbook reversal.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off? He was one step ahead on that one.
He ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here.
1. 2.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
1, 2,
Orlando's got some
Three.
real impressive physical gifts, Cole.
He's taking some serious damage. His opponent isn't fooling around here.
Yeah, no kidding. You
5,
can't let someone keep working you over like that.
6, 7,
And here's a little
8.
something for the fans. That's why they love him.
And you know what? But who cares what they think? All he's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover.
Come on, ref. That should... Look out! The referee's been knocked out.
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole. I knew it, and you just thinking. On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. You never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match.
He's been looking for that all match, Cole, and now he's taking advantage.
Come on, partner. Taking advantage is a rather generous way to put it. He's cheating, plain and simple.
You know, Cole, the more I watch this match, oh man, this is just about the last hold you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here.
This is not just a match anymore, Cole. These superstars have got a legitimate beef with each other.
They do indeed. There's a lot of bad blood here for sure.
And if this keeps up much longer, that bad blood's gonna wind up all over the place. I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hold must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
Oh man, there's the tag. There's the reversal, Cole. He's going for the pin, Cole. Way too early to get a 3 count.
Great reversal.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is. And I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
4, 5,
What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
6,
Pump the brakes, girl pants. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this.
He's had enough. This could be
8,
it.
This is it. The last ride. Oh, God. You can just feel the impact from here.
10.
And that's the match.
exactly Queensberry rules, Cole, but I'm pretty sure we ain't Queensberry neither.
Tori, what are you doing here?
Listen, I don't have much time. JBL's gonna notice that I'm missing before too long. But I have some good news. I've convinced JBL to put my contract on the line at Vengeance. In an Iron Man match.
That's great.
But there are two catches. The first is that I had to agree that it would be a lifetime contract. If JBL wins, I'm his for the rest of my career.
Don't worry, Tori. That will never happen. What's the second catch?
The superstar who wants to sign the match for Vengeance has to beat Orlando Jordan in a match tonight.
Beat Orlando? No problem. I could take him in my sleep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean you'll take on Orlando?
Just what I said. Dude, you got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do have a problem with that. I can take Orlando myself.
Right on, that's cool. Tell you what, we'll solve your problem the way I used to solve all my problems back in the day. With a hardcore match.
I don't believe it. These guys still can't get on the same page. Now they're going to have a match to decide who gets to take on JBL's chief of staff later tonight.
Not just a match, Cole, a hardcore match. This don't look good for Tori. From Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, The Undertaker! This is dumb. Why is he risking anything by going up there?
Great reversal! I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long. He dodged that bullet. I think we know which way this this one's gonna go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think it could go either way.
And what perspective would that be exactly? The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of dimes?
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing, Cole. I don't ever want to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up. And you're going to find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut. Looks to me as this can go down in the books.
He's had enough. This could be it.
This is it. The last ride. Oh, God.
This is going to be big, one way or the other. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered. He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet. His opponent has been picking him apart all match.
Yeah, and I think it's just about to pay off. You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. The thing you gotta remember about The Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head of his opponent. If you can keep your cool and keep your head together in the ring with him, you're halfway home.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man, Taz. Surely you can't forget about that.
Well, you see, that's the other 50%, Cole. Good luck with that, if you know what I'm saying. And by the way, let me ask you a question. You call me Shirley?
It looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent.
And what a way to do it. A tombstone. He could get the pin right here.
1, 2, 3.
Too bad that's it, Cole. I could have watched him go.
Here's your winner, The Undertaker. For a man who just beat Rob Van Dam in a hardcore match, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, but does he have enough left in the tank to take on Orlando Jordan tonight?
He'll have to. And he'll have to win if he wants to go to Vengeance this Sunday and face JBL in that Iron Man match for Torrie Wilson's lifetime contract.
Nothing move but the money, yeah. I do what I want
And
to,
the opponent,
I want to say what I
accompanied
want to,
by
I want to.
JBL.
Do it then. When it come to making moves,
From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 257 pounds, Orlando Jordan.
Feeling the worst simply means somebody gon' get hurt. No pain felt here unless y'all feeling it first. Don't play with me, I mean you should know I'm getting dressed up cause I might be going to a funeral. No stopping me, that's unlikely. Why when I could just do it like Nike? Men, yeah, they wanna be like me, cause the girls wanna creep with me nightly. Ladies, yeah, I'm single but I'm far from the wedding thing. But I have married women switching up their wedding ring, and I'll take on anybody for the right price. If you wanna know really what's my life like, check, 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 and I demand my respect. Yeah, I do what I want to, act how I want to, say what I want to, act who I want when it comes to come.
Superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
Well, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you've made a prediction that didn't pan out.
That's pretty funny. You know what I predict? You keep up with your mouth, you're going to have a permanent limp.
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him.
there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary Dead Man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the Dead Man's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could
This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too. Orlando's got some real impressive physical gifts, Cole. He's a big dude, he's quick as heck, and you know what? He's got friends in high places.
But he's still so inexperienced. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. The thing you gotta remember about The Undertaker is that 50% of his style and his offense is about getting inside.
What a reversal!
I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, he'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight. Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground. He's had enough. This could be it.
This is it. The last ride. Oh, God. You can just feel the impact from here. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
3.
Look at this! Could it be?
You're damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
1. 2.
Orlando Jordan has everything it takes to be a great competitor, except good judgment about who he considers to be his friends.
Give it a rest, Cole, please. Just give it a rest. Orlando's... Watch it. He reversed it.
This is going to be big, one way or the other. It looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent.
And what a way to do it. A tombstone power driver. He can get the pin right here.
What a counter that was.
There is no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring. But you know what, Cole? You're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that, Taz? The Dead Man has proven himself time and time again. He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd, though, Cole. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
5.
Look at these superstars, Cole. I mean, they're not even contemplating the fact that they might lose here tonight.
They've sacrificed so much to get here, Taz.
One.
I don't think they can allow that thought to enter their heads.
2.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up. This guy might not have enough to kick out.
Folks will be staying with this match to the end with no trouble getting out of that one.
Nice quick counter. Oh, look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight.
The ref's not going to stop the match, Cole. It's just a little blood. Come on, be a man, will you? Uh-oh, you know what's coming next, Cole.
Tombstone pile driver. How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years?
Here's the pin.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole.
He was one step ahead on that one. There's the cover.
1.
Can he do it?
2.
Wow, they don't get much closer than that. And there's the reversal.
No doubt from what we're seeing here, these WWE fans are getting their money's worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match, Taz. He may get the 3 count right here.
I hope he didn't seriously think he was getting the pin there. He's going for the pin, Cole.
1, 2.
Is that it? No, only a 2 count. He saw that one coming.
I think I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win this.
Look at this, Taz. This could be it.
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that.
He could hit his opponent right here.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on Raw next Monday, Cole.
Come on, Taz. I think we both know the answer to that.
Here's the pin. This could be it. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz.
1.
What do you think the hot light has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to show me the gap for a few seconds, then I can enjoy it in peace.
Will excuse me for doing my job.
Way too early to get a 3 count.
These superstars certainly aren't going easy on each other tonight. And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
1, 2.
Wow, I thought he had the pin for sure.
He dodged that bullet. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly. We've seen an excellent match so far, and it's not over yet.
Not by a long shot, Cole. And that's a good thing. I don't think we can ever get sick of watching these superstars go at it.
Me neither, partner. This one's got rematch written all over it.
Whoa, there goes the ref. Well, might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and shows. There's the pin! Can his opponent kick out?
One.
These superstars are.
You almost got the three right there, Cole. Here it comes, look out!
Oh man, many a superstars fallen prey to that finishing maneuver. He's going for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
That's all she wrote, Cole.
Here's your winner, the